Nah, I'm gonna stop. Nah, your joint got too much power, so I gotta get back centered.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Coming out with it, it's Moss. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up her 4 to the 19. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense. Easy. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
On the run, it's Love. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Trying to surge it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme anymore.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fitted in the window for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. Are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, Dave, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Reed. Pulls it in, it's Concepcion. They make the stop. To pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Aggies are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his feet. Got room to work. Got the 1st down and more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Caught over the middle. It's lost. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be fourth. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run the toss. Finding an escape route. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Lowers those pads. He now has 53 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Dropping back, it's Reed. Caught behind the line. It's Owens. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Plucks it out of the air. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
There he goes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. He's got it and still on his feet. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. To give to the big fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the single back. Picks up the first down. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Bringing the heat. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
To the air, it's Reed. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, the bad news on that play is they did not get the first down. The good news, though, luckily, the fumble went out of bounds, so they maintained possession because that could have been disastrous for the offense.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job on this defense.
The designed run for the quarterback. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking to get it in. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. They'll run it. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the line and could go no further, and they'll turn it over on downs. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
No, I'm blank.
Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on 1st down. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Now 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they need just a little space if they can find it. The offense changing the play. Backs against the wall. He'll let it fly again. Makes the catch. It's gone. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. He's got an open man. Flying down the right side. The 40. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
That's caught. It's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys.
Throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
To the air, it's Reed. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Johnson. He picks it up, still on his feet. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Looking to throw on first down.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get Joe Moody out of bounds.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Trying to set the tone with the run. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Extending the play. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Quick release by the QB. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running behind that left side. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. It's complete on the right side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's locked. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And they failed to hook up on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. To throw, it's Reed. Finds his man, it's Johnson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. Good gain on the return. This defense has set them up with a big play.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets the back moving. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Finds some fresh air. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Right back to the well. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last
This nigga just got hurt.
Take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
They need to be 2-0. I don't think Closer did it earlier.
Now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. Touchdown!
sometimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. There he goes. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Yeah, they're going to need to be fixed. It's just fatigue injuries now.
We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Turning on the Jets. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Line gets set, first down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback adapting. Throwing on the run. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And they get him down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front.
He'll be gone for like probably 2 games, 3 games, maybe 2 games. It's a broken thumb.
You're going to win this game.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craven. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
He wants to take the top off. Grabs it up to 25.
That's crazy, bro. Let me get out of this game.
The tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
The offense right there went for vert, and they found an answer against whatever the defense was playing. So a bit of a cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these coaching staffs.
A&M comes back out with another first down. He'll pull it on the read. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win.
Go the wrong way.
Touchdown, Aggies.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you...
Fires toward the end zone. Oh,
damn, son.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning.
That's a good pass right there.
Keep trusting, keep spinning. You know why?
That was a good pass right there.
Matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it. Keep getting those stats.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Love. He breaks a tackle. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Here's the handoff. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
All right.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll send the back in motion.
I'm going to kill it right this way.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
Defense still has all 3 timeouts. Offense about to take a knee. Maybe everybody's content with where we are heading to the break. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat.
anybody else to make it. You make the play.
On the snap, it's Fields. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They go to the ground. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be fourth.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. On the run, still looking. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off.